missed the show that everyone is talking about? It's not too late. See the entire first season of Game of Thrones now on HBO Go and HBO On Demand, including new episodes from Season 2 anytime you want. Download the HBO Go app or access HBO On Demand to play the game again and see what you missed the first time. Game of Thrones Season 1, available now on HBO Go and HBO On Demand, free with your HBO subscription.
There was a raven from King's Landing. The king rides for Winterfell with the queen and all the rest of them.
He's coming this far north. There's only one thing he's after.
You can always say no, Ned.
I don't want to be his queen. I want to go home.
We go home with Khal Drogo's army. My little birds are everywhere. They whisper to me the strangest stories.
I should have gone back to the Wall of Wonder, but I saw what I saw.
7 kingdoms, 5 challenges. Step onto the Maester's path and explore the world of Game of Thrones.
The madman sees what he sees.
Jon Arryn is dead. I know he was like a father to you.
Jon was a man of peace. Why kill him?
He started asking questions.
I've heard it said that poison is a woman's weapon.
Yes, women, cravens, and eunuchs.
That's all the realm is now. Backstabbing and scheming and money grubbing.
Who but you can protect the king?
They killed my husband. These people will do anything.
All of the power is yours. You need only reach out and take it. If we don't act, there will be a war.
You condemn yourself with your own mouth. Seize this traitor.
They said they were going to kill you.
Strike tonight while the castle sleeps.
I know the truth Jon Arryn died for. We've come to a dangerous place.
There's a war coming.
Everyone who isn't us is an enemy. You win or you die.
Game of Thrones, only on HBO.
Winter's coming.
The throne room is magnificent. I'm very excited about the throne room. It's huge. It's got this Pantheon floor, and then there's this huge throne. Obviously, we'd made a model of it in the art department. We made an initial model, but we worked out how we were going to do it, the kind of general take on it. We had a lovely prop maker here called Gavin, who did lots of stuff, and they made it. And I think it's a hugely wonderful piece of work. The inspiration actually came very strangely last autumn. I went to Rome for a weekend, just very last minute with my husband. I went to the Pantheon, and they've got this exquisite floor. So that's what the floor is based on. It's got these great big pillars with got all sort of three-dimensional, sort of like leaves in relief on them. I wanted to try and make that feel incredibly sort of cathedral-esque. So we went very much to feel that it just goes on and on and on, and those pillars go up and up and up and up and up, and the windows go up and up and up. And then those rather nice kind of friezes, I think, with the hunting scenes. It's the throne room. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's been one of the most fantastic things to design.
17 years ago, you rode off with Robert Baratheon. You came back a year later with another woman's son.
Is my mother alive? Does she care?
And now you're leaving again.
I have no choice.
You do have a choice, and you've made it.
I don't want to be his queen. I want to go home.
So do I. They took it from us. We go home with an army.
There's a war coming, Ned. I don't know who we'll be fighting, but it's coming.
I don't want to frighten you. We've come to a dangerous place.
I'll try to keep you alive for her sake. I've never been able to refuse your wife anything.
I was trained to kill my enemies, Your Grace.
As was I.
The Lannisters conspire against the throne.
Everyone who isn't us is an enemy.
Stop! Don't let them do it, please!
You're speaking of murdering a child.
I am no child.
I took you for a king. I should wear the armor. And you the gown.
You're not supposed to be here.
No!
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
My brother left no true-born heirs. By right and birth and blood, I do this day lay claim to the Iron Throne of Westeros. Let all true men declare their loyalty. The Iron Throne is mine by right. They will bend the knee or I will destroy them. The cold winds are rising.
I have a royal warrant for one of these gutter rats you're transporting.
They're looking for me. Who did this?
They don't like the idea of a woman leading a Khalasar.
They will like it far less when I am done with them.
This is one of Craster's daughters.
I'm going to have a baby. If it's a boy.
It's a boy, what?
Threaten me again, and I'll have you thrown into the sea.
You have no right to exile him. I'm Queen Regent.
I have seen the path to victory in the flames.
I will lead the attack myself.
Oh, you will?
I'm your son. Who else?
Out, all of you.
And you'll make this right.
How long have you been spying for my sister?
You think the piece of paper Father gave you keeps you safe? Ned Stark had a piece of paper too.
You'd have our father bow down to your other family.
I have no other family.
It's a game to you, isn't it? It won't last, because they are the Knights of Summer and winter is coming.
I don't appreciate being made a fool of, dwarf.
Get him out of my sight.
Why are you here?
I'm a practical man.
You still have many friends at court, Your Grace.
What do you know of this place?
Every time the Carthians shut their gates on a traveler, the Garden of Bones grows.
You. Strange that this Lord of Light asks you to work in the shadows.
Are you afraid?
Please be careful.
5 Lannisters dead for every one of ours.
You're here to answer for your brother's treason.
No one wants you for their king.
How do you sleep? You've seen things. Horrible things. How do you sleep when you have those things in your head?
Some men have a gift for this sort of thing. Some don't.
I will hurt
you for this, and your joy will turn to ashes in your mouth. You will know the debt is paid. If the city falls, Stannis will burn every Lannister he can find.
Too many.
Rain fire on them.
There's a beast in every man. And it stirs when you put a sword in his hand. I've won every battle, but I'm losing this war.
Bled in the mud for our family.
My enemies think they've destroyed me. They're laughing at me. He would see this country burn if he could be king of the ashes.
Why do you want to join us, Jon Snow?
I want to be free.
I think what you want most of all is to be a hero.
Death is coming for everyone and everything. A darkness that will swallow the dawn. And we can stop it. You and I.
I want you to tell me the truth about this Joffrey.
You must do whatever you need to do. You are the king.
We need to move. We don't know who might be after us. No one even knows we're alive.
Where were you? What did you see?
Dead crows.
This march is a distraction. Have you lost faith in our cause?
Who are you? Who do you fight for?
I want to buy them all. 8,000.
My enemies think they've destroyed me. Make me another son. I could have that head on a spike by now. Ride east. Go. I just swear to take the Kingslayer alive. Nobody said shit about you.
Throw him off the wall. See if crows can fly.
I'd have turned you all away if I wasn't a godly man.
You're lucky we found you. These woods aren't safe for Ned Stark's daughter.
Is it done then?
My sister's men are loyal to her. We don't need to hide from them.
Not all those your sister's men.
We mothers do what we can to keep our sons from the grave.
The Tyrells are a problem.
You want to cut my throat? Get on with it!
Stop the hands of the next man who calls me bastard.
We have to go! Now! Lord of Light, give us wisdom. Show us the truth.
Lord Bolton, I give you the Kingslayer.
In war, you kill your enemies.
He has to die. This is a plot. We need to act first.
You can't mean it.
Tywin Lannister knows what he needs to do to crush us in a day.
I like you, boy. But if you lie to me, I'll pull your guts out through your throat.
You ever climbed it before?
You're afraid.
Aren't you?
We will do whatever we can to give Lord Frey what he needs.
Not what, who. King Robb is keeping your father quite busy. He doesn't have time for anything else. He'll make time for you.
If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.
Sink your metal deep. And if you fall, don't scream.
Sorry.
There's someone out there.
You cut me loose on the wall.
People kill each other when it suits them. She knows it.
Don't you worry about your friend. We'll take good care of her.
The Red God is the one true God. Who's yours?
Death.
We don't need Yunkai. They have strong walls. They'll chip away at us, man by man.
If blood is your desire, blood shall flow.
just a bastard.
I hope the Lannisters kill you all!
Mercy! No!
He's a dangerous man, Khaleesi. They all are.
Man who fights for gold can't afford to lose to a girl.
The darkness will devour them all unless I triumph.
Every man, woman, and child put to the sword.
You're lucky. Someone worse than me would find you.
There's no one worse than you.
We'll all be slaves unless I save you.
What's one boy against the kingdom?
Can't go out there.
Stay back!
What did you say?
Take his home, take his gold, take his power.
Show them how it feels to lose what they love.
It's no threat. Killing crows, it's what we do.
For all we know, Castle Black's already under attack.
This is where we enter the city.
Or perhaps you lead Grey Worm and me to the slaughter.
I'm gonna put a sword through your eye and out the back of your skull.
Kill him!
Will never forget.
There are a lot of stories about this place. Horrible stories.
My enemies have made my kingdom bleed.
I am the king!
You really think a crown gives you power?
They say 1,000 slaves died building the Great Pyramid of Marine.
And now an army of former slaves is marching to her gates.
You can't serve in the King's Guard with one hand.
I murdered people so I could be here with you. There's a band of wildlings south of the wall already.
Tell your father I'm here. The Lannisters are the only ones who pay their debts.
A toast to the proud Lannister children, the cripple, the dwarf, and the mother of madness.
Have you ever known your father to make an idle threat?
I know where we have to go.
There's only one hell, the one we live in now.
We have a new queen.
I said,
Kneel!
Take him! You did this!
Whoever killed the king wanted me to lose my head for it.
your circumstances have improved markedly. But I would have been the queen.
Man says all he needs to crush us, he just doesn't know it yet.
Who's going to protect you at Castle Black? I've never heard of visions and prophecies winning a war.
I'm running out of time.
I have something to say to the people of Marine.
If I told you to leave the capital right now and find Sansa and bring me her head, would you do it?
He wasn't involved in Joffrey's death, but you were.
It wouldn't matter to Cersei. She won't rest until my head's on a spike.
You gonna fight for him now?
You're a steward, you traitor's bastard. Give me an excuse.
I will answer injustice with justice.
8,000 unsullied, 2,000 second sons.
Would that be enough to take King's Landing?
One stone crumbles and another takes its place.
He sits the throne like he was born to it.
Why does he feel responsible for you? What wife would do for you the things I've done for you?
What the hell are you doing?
You mustn't let anything stop you.
We move at sundown.
I'm here for
Theon Greyjoy.
This is turning into a lovely evening.
And you feel your blood gives you a claim on Argo
More than any man living.
She has conquered the city and rules as its queen.
Everybody is interested in South. I've always hated Tyrion.
He killed his king.
This isn't a trial, it's a farce.
Do you wish to confess?
You threw your life away. You threw it away.
Don't give up on me just yet.
Mercy!
Send me to kill your enemies. Any enemy, anywhere. Let me do what I do best.
Thanks to you, I'm a walking bag of silver.
You are strong enough to look into the Lord's light and see his truth for yourself.
Given the opportunity, what do we do to those who've hurt the ones we love?
What do you tell them?
I'm Theon Greyjoy, son of Balon.
Bring me Moat Cailin.
Lord Baelish has told many lies. I have to tell the truth.
Mance and his army must be close. If they hit Mole's Town, then we're next. You think Oberyn has a chance?
You're going to fight that?
Love is the death of duty.
It's time.
Tonight, we fight! And when the sun rises, I promise you, Castle Black will stand!
We're not going to make it.
We're already here.
How can someone so consumed by the idea of his family have any conception what his actual family was doing?
There's people coming.
The dead can't hear us.
We'll kill every last man in Castle Black.
Oberyn is dead.
You don't have to remind me.
The House of Black and White. This is where you'll find the man you seek.
It's a threat.
I will burn their cities to the ground if they touch her.
All they understand is blood.
You loved your family. Avenge them.
You, who walk in here with a coin you never earned. Who are you?
What do you want from us?
Justice.
You have many enemies in Castle Black.
And you're prepared for the consequences.
All men must serve.
All men must die, but not all can die in glory.
You must choose Doran's way and peace, or my way and war.
Give the order, and we'll clear out this rabble.
What would you say if I told you of a great sinner in our very midst?
May the Father judge him justly.
Sansa's in danger even if she doesn't realize it.
You remember what happens to people who bore me. Winter is coming. We know what's coming with it. We can't face it alone.
Is the girl ready to give up her hopes and dreams, her loves and hates forever?
A Lannister and a Myrta. I have no idea how dangerous that is.
She wants to drag our name through the dirt. If war comes to Westeros, will the Knights of the Vale fight for their king?
Your Grace, I live to serve.
I believe this mission to be reckless and an insult to all the brothers who have died fighting the wildlands.
You're losing all your friends, Tarly. We march to victory, or we march to defeat, but we go forward.
My family still has friends in the north.
I serve the gods. The gods demand justice.
Why should the people trust a queen who can't keep her promises?
If I could do what Ramsay did to you, I would.
I will not kneel before some barefooted common and beg his forgiveness.
Jon's taking a risk, but he has to. We don't stand a chance otherwise.
My ancestors would spit on me if I broke bread with a crow.
You told me you weren't here to conquer. You told me your people had bled enough.
That's right. I don't want them bleeding for Stannis Baratheon either.
You spent your life convincing 90 clans to come together for the first time in history. Thenns and Hornfoots, the Ice River clans, even the Giants. A life's work uniting them. You didn't do it for power. You didn't do it for glory. You brought them together to save them because none of them has survived the winter, not if they're north of the wall. Isn't their survival more important than your pride? What are you gonna do?
I was lonely and afraid.
We don't choose whom we love.
The Lord of Light has made good on his promise, my king.
Siege begins at sunrise.
You're no one.
You betrayed her.
If I'm going to die, let it happen while there's still some of me left.
We watch, we listen, and we remember. The past is already written. The ink is dry.
They have no idea what's going to happen.
Get out of my way.
King's orders, Your Grace.
You don't know which way she went. I spent 3 days looking for her. She disappeared.
We know where she's going. Castle Black isn't defended on the southern side. We could storm the castle.
You would spill blood in this holy place.
Well, the gods spill more blood than the rest of us combined.
Are you afraid? You should be. You're in the great game now, and the great game is terrifying.
We are sent for creatures. We deserve death. We all do.
One way or another, the gift will be given. One way or another, a face will be added to the whole.
Sansa has escaped Winterfell. She won't be safe with the Boltons after her.
I risked everything for you, and you betrayed me.
I'm sorry.
Stop saying that.
Marjorie will repent her sins before the city.
That cannot happen.
I agree.
When does she return?
Soon.
The Temple of the Doshkarin. That's where they'll have taken her.
Sansa.
Did you know about Ramsay?
Does death only come for the wicked and leave the decent behind?
Who makes a claim?
I claim the Salt Throne.
Knowledge has made you powerful, but there's still so much you don't know.
Run, wake up!
Whoever you are, wherever you go, someone wants to murder you.
Are you afraid?
The man who passes the sentence should swing the sword.
I've won every battle, but I'm losing this war.
Show them how it feels to lose what they love.
Everyone is mine to torment.
The long night is coming. And the dead come with it.
Order your man to step aside or there will be violence.
I choose violence. Should I fail to persuade the Blackfish to surrender, and if you attack the castle, honor compels me to fight you.
I love Cersei, and if I have to slaughter every Tully who ever lived to get back to her, that's what I'll do.
Battles have been won against greater odds. I've fought beyond the wall against worse than Ramsay Bolton.
You don't know him.
If I fall, don't bring me back.
Thousands of men don't need to die.
Only one of us.
Are you prepared to stand trial and profess your guilt or innocence before the Seven?
We need to trust each other. We have so many enemies now.
The Freys and the Lannisters send their regards.
What do you want?
I thought you knew what I wanted.
Tell him what you did to her. Tell him!
Are you afraid? Good. You're in the great game now.
And the great game is terrifying.
I know what my father was, what he did. I know the Mad King earned his name.
Burn them all! Kill every Targaryen I get my hands on.
Everyone who isn't us is an enemy.
Sir Ilyn, bring me his head.
We are Ironborn. We take what is ours.
The Lannisters send their regards.
You don't think I'd let you marry that beast, do you?
I now proclaim Cersei of the House Lannister, protector of the Seven Kingdoms.
Lannister, Targaryen, Baratheon, Stark, Tyrell. They're all just spokes on a wheel. This one's on top, then that one's on top, and on it spins, crushing those on the ground.
The same thing is coming for all of us. There is only one war that matters. The Great War. And it is here.
Enemies to the east. Enemies to the west. Enemies to the south. Enemies to the north. Whatever stands in our way, we will defeat it. We're the last Lannisters. The last ones who count.
I was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms. And I will.
Victory in the north! Your father and brothers are gone, yet here you stand. Last best hope against the coming storm.
If we don't put aside our enmities and band together, we will die. And then it doesn't matter whose skeleton sits on the Iron Throne.
The Great War is here.
I was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms, and I will.
The war's already begun. I've drawn first blood.
Cersei will be ready.
They know we're coming.
My only venture at this moment is re-establishing control over this continent and every person on it.
All my allies are gone. I'm losing.
You can count on the Iron Bank as soon as the gold arrives.
Enough with the clever plans.
I'm not here to murder. Bend the knee and join me. Or refuse and die.
You need to find a way to make her listen.
Whatever stands in our way, we will defeat it.
Bran saw the Night King and his army marching towards Eastwatch.
Bad things are coming. Death is the enemy.
first enemy and the last. The enemy always wins. And we still need to fight him.
You're scared, aren't you? What are you scared of?
There is only one war that matters, and it is here.
I know death. He's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
Everything you did brought you where you are now. Where you belong. Home.
They're coming. Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop. Doesn't feel.
I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
When I was a child, my brother would tell me a bedtime story about the man who murdered our father. About all the things we would do to that man. He never should have trusted Cersei. You never should have either.
Death. She's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
How long do we have?
Before the sun comes up tomorrow.
The most heroic thing we can do now is look the truth in the face.
The Night King is coming.
The dead are already here.
We have won the Great War. Now we will win the last war. You'll rip her out root and stem.